This year, Terry Mackenzie will be celebrating a special anniversary. His house in Bankview turns 100 years old, a notable accomplishment considering it didn't always look this good.
It wasn't in great shape necessarily. It was livable. It was warm. It had lots of big clean rooms to sort of settle into. But the front porch that's behind me was actually falling off at that time. So we knew we had a few things to do.
And over the last 30 years, a lot has been done. Many hours of sweat equity have changed a number of things. But something Terry didn't want to alter was the character of the
The
home.
stove must have been here because there's where the stovepipe would have gone in. I think the old houses in a city like Calgary help to ground us in, who we are, what this place was that everybody came to, over 100 years ago. It reminds us of the people before us that helped to build this place.
And just where can you find out about the history of your home?
Okay, so volume 5.
A lot of the things that tell you more about the house would be things like the assessment roll that shows the construction date and ownership and what was on the land over time. You can look at an assessment history card which has information between the 1930s and 50s. Assessors went pretty much door to door and wrote about what a building was made out of. So they might have things like a dirt foundation, wood floors, how many bathrooms, how many fixtures. Some of the assessors got carried away, and one researcher pointed out that the card she was looking at said cheap construction, exclamation mark. So those are some of the records people would look at.
Bankview, we're really lucky.
Archives at the Calgary Public Library is another source Terry turned to learn more about his house.
We can help you in some of the research to help you find out about your house history too, as well as some of the contextual history of what Calgary was like in your area. So even if you can't find a lot on your home itself, you can still find information about your community or what was happening in Calgary at the time to kind of bring it to life and bring your stories to life as a way of celebrating.
And helping Calgarians discover more about their homes is something passionate volunteers like Linda Stokes are doing through the Century Homes program. The idea is to help homeowners research their homes and then share those stories with the wider community during Historic Calgary Week at the end of July.
Our hope is that people will take a moment to reflect and realize that it's not just a building, it's part of who we are, where we came from, the people that built Calgary, and the people who've come into these houses as the present day owners and have very lovingly cared for them. It's kind of like going on an archaeological dig in a way. It's like a treasure hunt because you never really know what you're going to find out.
I found this little toy truck sort of down here in amongst the plants that were growing there while I was
Evidence and stories of a past just waiting to be discovered.
little farm animal, the little pig, and wondered, like, who were the kids that used to live here and what was it that they used to do? Where are they now?
For Shaw TV, I'm Sheila Nyquist.
Life that was here.